I'm doing a blanket here, and these mitered corners are actually knit together as you go. So rather than knitting them and then stitching them together, you can actually just knit as you go. And so you'd here, like you would cast on your 19 stitches, then one for the corner, and then you would pick up 19 stitches there, and then you would continue your mitered garter stitch square. When we come to a corner like this, you're going to pick up 19 stitches along here. You're going to pick one for that corner stitch, and then you're going to pick up another 19 stitches. And how you can figure out where to pick up is quite straightforward when you've got garter stitch, because you're actually picking up every one of these ridges, and you can kind of see the way with garter stitch you get this ridge of the stitches making this kind of wiggly line, and you're wanting to pick up a stitch in every one of those lines. So our 19th stitch is that last ridge. We're going to put our needle into the stitch, or into the ridge, the end of that ridge, wrap the yarn around the back, sorry I just lost that, and then just draw the yarn out through the hole. So again we go to the next ridge. I just bring that up here, go into that ridge stitch and just stab in through there, go around the back, and then draw the yarn through that ridge stitch. So it's not really a stitch, it's just a hole you've made in the stitches. And again, I'm going to stab in, around the back, and through we go. And we pick up all, on every one of these ridges, all the way down to this corner. And then I'll show you when I get there how we do that corner stitch. Okay, so I've picked up 19 stitches at the end of every one of these ridges. And the next stitch is the one stitch I need for that corner stitch on our mitre. And so I'm stabbing into the end of this big bulbous thing here. So it's kind of a tricky one, but I like to get it right through the middle and pull it through. So it's quite difficult with this yarn where it wants to split. So you can just start again, pull that yarn out, stab back into that bulb, and there we go, I got it. And then in the next stitch again is that first ridge. So at the end of the ridge you're stabbing into the edge of those stitches and pulling through the stitch. And you can see then this is what happens. It should sort of, once you start knitting, that corner stitch will be coming out of the base there. And you can see that's where I picked up on that particular corner. And off we go. So I just wanted to show you when you get to the end of, you've picked up 19 stitches, then you've got one stitch in the middle, and then you've got another 19 stitches here. When you get to the end, you're just going to turn and knit all across this row. And then when you come to look at the right side again, you're going to knit 18, and you're going to do your decrease, your central double decrease. So with those 3 stitches. So that corner stitch is in the middle of the 3 stitches. So your central double decrease is going to happen here. Yeah, so I hope that's clear, and let me know if it's not.